Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Evil Bank Manager, sponsored by Hamsters Gaming. We are very profitably helping Brittany to conquer all of France, and beyond, apparently, since England decided to try their luck. Big mistake, buddy. Never do that against me, never go against the evil bank manager. The good bank managers, sure. Take your risk against them, but against the evil bank manager, it is only going to end in tears. All right, let's take a look. There are some Topaz Mines available right now in Eastern Ireland, which sound pretty nice. We could also start picking up some more farms and so on. If I could actually generate a bit more money, up to 12,000 now. Maybe there's a war that I want to sell some weapons or something. That could be pretty good. We have plenty of work at the moment. Good lord, that has not been a problem. If there is a war where I can make a little bit of extra cash, I wouldn't mind buying some higher quality land. We could assist the... I guess it looks like the Papal State is currently destroying Aragon. I wonder if somebody's actually invested in Aragon. Switzerland versus Bavaria? There's a thought. Go to that. Go to Bavaria and help them take on Switzerland real quick. Sure, why not? Let's join in on that war, and let's sell them a few weapons, make some extra cash. There we go. Is somebody actually invested in the Pope? No, there are no competitor banks there, and no one is assisting. The Papal State is just straight up beating Aragon regardless. Huh. It's not quite what I would have expected, but okay. Let's go to the investment properties. What do I want? I only got 15,000 gold, so I could get even more furs. At some point, I feel like we're just investing too heavily in this. Farms might be good. I'm debating whether I want to go for a house for the just straight up cash flow, though. Love to have the Topaz Mine. I could train up for that. Hang on. Let's see, this cottage is generating, wow, 1,000 gold per turn? That's so good. Maybe real estate's really good, I'm not sure yet. Could sell a logger's camp. I want to keep all those resources. Agriculture, I could sell this tiny farm, but meh. Yeah, I won't be able to get the topaz. So you know what, instead, we're just going to go ahead and grab the generic cash flow. And what this should do for me is cover, at the very least, my cash costs. So that even if I go down to 0, in theory, I should never have to worry about accidentally going bankrupt and losing the game like an idiot. Let's go ahead and lend some money to Brittany. Do I care about doing the same thing with Loire? Why not? We'll just collect if they go against me, but it's a one-turn turnaround. And they did indeed withhold on me. So, let's go ahead and try to recover my money. They owe me 3,276 gold. 7% profit, yep. I'll go ahead and do that, absolutely. More investments? You can buy a small little house. Sure, we'll buy a small little house. Little house on the prairie, you might say. End of war between, I guess it's Riga and the Livonian Order. I'm going based exclusively on the flags that I recognize from games like EU4 and so on. So in 3 moves, we will be able to have Brittany declare a war, which would be fine. We've been doing really well on the influence front and keeping them happy with me, simply because we really have no one else we have to be improving with. It's pretty easy to do that. We could try to increase some agriculture, industry, or infrastructure in various different regions. For example, if I wanted to click on action points available, 0 out of 6. Do I click that? Whoa! Oh, there we go. Okay, so we can spend money to increase the development of certain land tiles, and in theory make a lot of extra money. That's interesting. So for example, in Brittany, where I own 42,000 in property, if I were to increase the infrastructure, it says my profit would go up a tiny bit. Let's change that to industry. Can't improve that. Agriculture? Wouldn't gain much. Okay, this is interesting. Normandy, for example, I don't currently own anything, so developing that makes very little sense. Huh. So that's how you develop the land in order to get better profits in general. If we had a lot of extra money sitting around, we should probably consider doing that. Do we want to invest in some more property or loans? 4.4% is an acceptable amount. Sure, we'll do that. Sell off some of that. Looks like there's an end of war between Aragon and Castile. More houses, or do we want more luxury resources? So far, the houses have been working out really well for me. Let's go ahead and do that in the Seine. Do I want to upgrade anything else? We could probably justify upgrading my credit department, because that does allow me to hand out even more loans if I get some more staff. Do I want to get some more espionage? Sure, why not? And while we're at it, let's go ahead and upgrade my investments pool. That should be fine. In about 13 turns, we should see the IMF become a thing again. That'll be fun. Let's see, some pretty large farms currently available, but not necessarily for a very good price. A war just began in Eastern Ireland because, you know, England wants to try their luck again, so let's go ahead and get some bows and stuff like that. Go to the map. France is not doing anything stupid. They're not attacking Brittany. They may have learned their lesson. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and, you know, invest in freaking Brittany and sell them all the weapons. You gotta love how the nations that you work with have an unlimited amount of money to buy weapons with. Super convenient. Let's go ahead and invest another 14,000 gold to get a really good, cheap cottage. If I wanted to sell that almost immediately, we make a huge profit. So if I go here to real estate now... Is this the one we just picked up? That doesn't feel right. We must have just added it on to what we already had with Eastern Ireland. I can't wait to see how much gold I get out of this. It's going to be a ton. That'll be really fun. Let's see. Invest in some more properties. Another iron mine? Sure. Whoop. We cannot handle that many. Okay. So we're reaching the point where if I want to continue getting more industry and so on, we are going to have to upgrade my property management, which means we need another level of headquarters, which means we need Brittany to get a little bit larger. 2 more regions. Good news, they're about to take one from England, and then I will be able to tell them to declare a war against France and get another one. So we won't have to wait very long for that. Let's see. We could hand out some loans, but I can't at the moment afford it. Let's sell some civilian goods. Now I can afford it. Much better. 4.9, 5.8, those are some pretty good profit margins. I can certainly accept that. Do I care to upgrade the armory? At the moment, I don't need to, but I certainly could. I'm going to hold on to these weapons and get ready for a war against France. And yeah, 472 gold, 509. Let's just go ahead and upgrade everything. Let's just get full power in headquarters. I mean, why not? All right, we got some money back there. These are pretty good. 5.6, but I think we might be able to seize something useful. As long as you have the guards to back up the loans, I don't really see any reason not to keep doing it. Do you want to get a logger's hut? Can't afford it, or can't manage it at the moment. Would rather get things like more cottages. Let's see. Sell some civilian goods. Still not quite enough. And there's a war in the Loire region, because France decided to get frisky. Okay, well, I guess we better go join in on that war. Just making sure real quick Brittany is doing A-okay. Brittany is going to win against France, as is, just by themselves. They don't even need my help anymore. I mean, I'll help them anyway. Nothing else I can buy using money here. Unfortunately, no more investments available. Dang shame, I tell you what. That's fine, though. Let's go to the investments. Cottage? Sure, let's buy a nice, quaint little cottage. This one is now producing 767 gold per turn, so making a pretty tidy profit right now. And this, all my cottage holdings in Eastern Ireland are going to make a ton of money when the time comes for that. How much longer do I have to wait on this war? 1 more turn there and 3 more here. It looks like we're going to grab Guyenne. Okay, sure, why not? Do we want Brittany to attack anybody else? Like Savoy? Or maybe Nevers? Grab Western Flanders, i.e. Calais? Fight Austria, for good measure. Austria, who is, by the way, getting eaten by Bavaria, apparently. Yeah, that's a thing. I don't know. We could try to get them to attack Castile or something. It kind of depends. Like, do we want to provoke a lot of people? I'm not producing that many weapons. I wish I were, but I am not. So I can't get this logger's hut. I can, however, afford to get a tiny little farm, so we'll do the tiny little farm. 5.2% seems good, loaning out a fair bit of money. Next turn. Let's do that again. That's not actually enough of profit to justify that, so forget that. Never mind. Investments. Woohoo, I want that 33,000 cottage in Normandy. That just seems so good. I don't think I can sell enough resources and weapons to make that work, but man, would I like to. Hang on. Sell some civilian goods. Go to the map. So we did indeed get Western Ireland. That's a thing. If I sold the weapons, I would get... it doesn't tell you up front what I would get. But I'm going to save the weapons because I'm going to have them go to war immediately again. We can invest a little bit of money. We get a stonecutter's hut in Loire. All right. Loire is not especially useful to me since it is currently under siege, but oh well. Next turn. Go back to the capital. What else can we do? Buy more furs. Yeah. Land allotments, grain, lots of farms. I guess in Western Ireland, that's not too bad. We can do that. Sell some of those civilian goods. Any more loans? 5.2%, very good chance of loan defaulting, but I will accept it nonetheless. Next turn. And it looks like we have conquered what we were looking for. I can upgrade my headquarters once again. Well, this is proving to be shockingly easy. All right, let's go ahead and invest in that. Industry in particular, I would like to upgrade like so. Let's go ahead and sell off those extra civilian goods. Don't think there will be much I can invest in here. Well, I say that. A furniture workshop, another luxury good. That could be nice. Alternatively, more loggers' huts and stuff. But I'm gonna go for the furniture workshop. Let's go ahead and start producing the furniture. Now, I do have to be mindful of my costs here. Let's go to, let's say, Bavaria. I'm gonna join the war and sell just a handful of weapons. Just enough to cover my costs in case I am miscalculating and it automatically makes me lose the game, because that would be sad. There we go. According to rumors, the value of banks is going up to 20,000. Well, I'm doing A-OK right now. It appears we are now in 10th place. So we've gone well beyond the Bjorn Bank. But the Red Shield Bank is doing quite well for themselves. The Iron Bank, shockingly, isn't doing much better. Now, I want to know how they're getting into so many regions. Does it seem very fair that some of these guys are in the large countries with 31 provinces? Like, how does the AI get to decide what country they go into? Does it just pick one? So somebody's going to be in, like, Russia, Lithuania, the Ottomans, and so on. I'm just saying. To a new player, doesn't seem very fair. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the iron mine for a little bit of extra cash flow. Sell some civilian goods, move on to the next turn. In 4 turns, the first share of the IMF is going to go around, but I'm not really worried about the first round of shares. That's an amazing mine, and I want it. Also, another war has begun between Brittany and England. I'm not having to start any dang wars at this point. I mean, really, why bother? All right, so there goes my fur manufacturing. Let's see, 2,000 gold per turn. Oh my yow. So I really would like to raise 30,000 somehow. I'm going to go ahead and sell the farm. I'm going to sell the other farm. And I'm also going to sell the small iron mine. Hop over here, grab the large iron mine so I can make tons of weapons. And then we're just going to go ahead and have Brittany beat the crud out of England because England hasn't learned their freaking lesson. Next turn. Any more loans that I want to make out? Let's see. That's terrible profit margins. Not even worth it. 14,000 gold. We could almost get another iron mine. I mean, yeah, that's probably worth it to me. Let's sell some civilian goods. Oh my gosh. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We got plenty of gold now. All right, we'll buy that. Go back to the armory. Haven't been paying attention to this for a little while. Let's get some crossbows. The work is doing just fine. We are having no trouble, really, in keeping up with work. Do we want to get some more investments, credits, espionage? How are we doing with our relationship in Brittany at the moment? Well, they seem to like me a fair bit. We're actually friends with the government at this point. So there's a few things we could do here. We could reduce the property value of my competitors, and apparently more investments become available. I'm not sure what they mean by investments become available. Alternatively, we can suspend my rivals' activities. Really mess them up. Not going to do that at the moment. Think I will probably save my money and instead move on. We have to collect on a debt because somebody was a fool. Take a house? Sure, I'll take the house. Nope. Terrible loan. Not worth. Sell some of those civilian goods. Go back to the investments. That's a really nice cottage, ain't it? More iron mines? Don't even know if I need more iron at this point. Would love to get that, though. Hang on. Real estate. I can sell, let's say, this cottage and this cottage. And I think overall, one cottage here will end up paying more than those two combined. And it takes up less building slots, which is nice. Let's see. How are we doing in terms of weapon production? Pretty good, I would say. We can make a load of money right now, but I'm not going to worry about it. Next turn. More loans? What's with the terrible profits? Come the heck on, people. You want to get loans from me? I promise I won't take your stuff. Except for you, England. I'm taking Wessex, because you're an idiot and you don't deserve it. Cool, even more freaking land for me to own. Oh, it's amazing. Brittany's good. Now, to be fair, Brittany is, I think, the suggested starting location for new players. So it could very well be... I want this very badly. It could very well be that Brittany has, like, some extra perks or something to make it a little bit better. I'm not sure. Let's see. I could trade up some loggers' tree felling stuff. Let's go ahead and sell a couple of those. And I'm going to hold on to the cottage. Agriculture, got nothing there. I'm going to sell the furniture workshop we just got. Well, yeah, I'm going to sell the furniture workshop we just got. Sorry, but I think that tree felling is ultimately going to end up being better because I can win wars more often and take more land. Let's go to the next turn. The IMF is about to fire. There it is. So all the leading countries of the world have come to understand the world needs a single fund that will lend to governments of various countries at advantageous interest rates. It's doing so in a very odd year, given that the IMF wasn't founded until, what, around World War II era, I think? Anyway, so what's going to happen here is just going to be a little tick down. And, well, there you go. The Red Shield Bank is going to bid. If the price goes down, the longer you wait, but more people are able to bid. Keep saying build. The Red Shield Bank just spent 143,000 gold to get 6.3% control of the IMF. One way of winning the game is to get 51% control. A majority share of the IMF means that I control the world's money. That's how you want to dominate. What amazes me is that we have so many AI banks that are just stockpiling money like that. Like, don't you realize that capital that is not invested is effectively wasted capital? How don't you not get this? All right, let's go ahead and make that investment. So we should have plenty of weapons right now if I want to go ahead and start another war. Yeah, there's plenty of weapons to go around right now. Okay, hang on. So, map, what should we do with you, Brittany? Who should I kill today? Do I want to keep fighting England? Maybe take, I don't know, London? Wow, shockingly terrible stats in London. I would have expected it to be a lot better than that. I'm amazed. You're terrible. The east of England's pretty good. Really solid real estate, but what the crud? All right, Picardy. What about you? 11, 13, 16. Some really good farms, but I'm not a big investor in farms. I much prefer real estate and production. Well, what about Savoy? Western Savoy? Nope, not that solid. What about Nevers? Western Burgundy. There's a good province. Yes, I want Western Burgundy. But I don't have enough money. Hang on. Sell civilian goods. Now I have enough money. Go to the capital. And let's go ahead and manipulate Brittany to start a war over Western Burgundy. Yes. Spend 11,000 gold. And then all the HRE comes to defend them. But who cares? Who's worried? I'm not. Sell all the weapons. Ba-boom! Can we invest some serious goldage? No. We are reaching a point where I'm going to want to start investing in other countries just so I will be able to do investments in war and get a lot of cheap property. That's a very good way to profit in this game. You get a great discount going forward. Let's see. So we can afford some nice stuff, including tree felling, which I guess I will buy. We can also start loaning out some money to other players. For example, 3% to the Lionheart Bank. Is that better than my other credit options? Yes, as a matter of fact. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is loan out a good chunk of money to the Lionheart Bank. And we should get a pretty quick return on investment. I'm going to loan like 22,000 gold. Ba-boom. And in one turn, we should get a 3% increase on that, which is a pretty substantial credit to me. Ba-boom. There it is. Came right back to me. Beautiful. 6.9% is good, though. I'll take that. That's a really good one. And England is attacking me again, because England just doesn't know when to quit. Buy a farm. Weapon production? Sure, some crossbows will be fine. We're actually now producing enough wood and iron that I have to be mindful of my work. So, Brittany will win by default, but we'll sell them some weapons just to be safe. We can invest a tiny bit of gold and we get another stonecutter's camp. All right, I will take that. Now, that's the one downside, though. You can't invest gold in them directly if they don't have anything else to sell you. And investing that gold is a way of winning wars, so once you run out of things to buy in the country that you're supporting, you really have to have weapons on hand. That's the only way to make them win. But okay, next turn. Actually, I should have invested in some other players, shouldn't I? 1.3% is terrible. Are there any major properties I would like? 22,000 for some solid paintings. Alrighty. Sure, I'll do that. That sounds fantastical. Get some bows going as well. Let's go ahead and upgrade the armory. No, 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 that's not what I meant to do. Upgrade. That will produce a fair bit of extra work per turn. Obviously, that is quite useful. Let's go to the next turn there. So, have you conquered Western Burgundy yet? No, 2 more turns. For some reason, the war here against England is faster than the war against Nevers, and I'm not sure what decides that. Any other banks competing? Nope, I am unimpeded at the moment. No other competitor banks there either. Alrighty. Seems quite good to me. Do we want to invest in upgrading my headquarters? I think we'll go ahead and buy some more furniture. Let's sell some extra civilian goods, get that cash going. And 1.4% is terrible. So let's go ahead and invest in another bank. 1 turn, immediate turnaround here. Sure, why not? I'll go ahead and invest 13,000 with you. Boom. And next turn, I get that right back. If there comes a point... Oh, and France is attacking now. If there comes a point where the other banks are not able to pay me back, I'm pretty sure I still get my money. But they're eliminated from the game, which is quite good. So the more you burden them, probably the better. Oh, France, France, France. Why? No one can beat Brittany. Nobody can defeat Brittany. I will not sell all the weapons. I will only sell some weapons because I'm so unthreatened by you. Invest a little bit of gold. Sure, another stone cutter's camp. Why not? And we get part of the Highlands, the Scottish Highlands now. Awesome. Okay, so that should be fine. I'll hold on to the rest. At what point... What kind of cooldown am I looking at right now as far as declaring another war? 18 moves. So do you want to start investing and getting into another country? Or what? So, like, how am I feeling about that right now? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. 5% is better than I'll get from any loan lending to the other players, so we're not going to worry about doing that. I guess I'll pick up another house, and then we're going to go loan to another bank. Now, of course, the more profit you get per turn, the earlier you invest in them, the more money you get overall. I feel comfortable enough just investing, let's say, 17,000 in these guys and letting that stock up for a good long while. Credit term left, 10 turns, stocking up at 4.4% interest per turn. That should add up fairly nicely. Next turn. Minimum value goes down and my headquarters can be upgraded once again. Because now we own Western Burgundy. Beautimus. Anything else we are worried about here? No, not really, unless I want more money. We're going to get Picardy for free. Upgrade headquarters? We're not really taking advantage of the full headquarters that I have right now. So I'm not sure that I need that. Instead, let's focus on just building up my real estate empire. Would like to get the Guild of Stonecutters since it is worth a fair bit. I would need to sell some of my civilian goods. That solves that problem pretty easily. And let's buy that. Even more civilian goods to generate. What about over here? 5.2%. Okay. Good chance of them defaulting, but we'll see. And let's begin the next turn. Not generating as much cash as I would like right now. What's going on with my real estate? Ah, 2 of my huge payers are currently disabled as we are fighting France. Still, 2,457 gold per turn in Eastern Ireland is not bad. And England attacks me again! Everyone thinks that they can beat Brittany. When will you fools learn? Brittany cannot be beat. Alright, fine. I mean, I don't even have to do anything, and they'll frickin' win at this point. But sure, we'll go ahead and sell some extra weapons. Sell. Can't even invest any gold in you. What a disappointment. Nope, nothing I can do there either. Okay, well... This is going swimmingly, isn't it? Any more investments? Fur works? It's either that or I want to invest in some other players, but I think we'll go ahead and do the fur works. And what about more credits? No loans that I can do there. All right, next turn. So we finished taking that off of France? Yes, we now have Picardy to our name. How many regions do we now own? 12. We have 12 regions. All right, let's go ahead and upgrade the headquarters. Just, you know, reasons. I guess. Another iron mine. Yes, pick that up. Sell civilian goods. Got a good chunk more. I'm going to go to the credits department and go ahead and upgrade you again. Even better improvements across the board. And we probably should go ahead and hire some more staff since we're doing just fine on that front. Wow, 22 diplomacy? You're hired. That's not even the job opening I was looking for, but you're yes. Wowzers. All right, let's find another expert. 14 for the credit department. Well, now that I know I can get 22, I'm kind of wondering if I should even bother. Let's re-roll it. 16 for investments. That's pretty good, actually. Let's go ahead and bump you over there. Notice I'm not even bothering hiring guards, and we are stocking up on fear with really no problem whatsoever. 21! All right, I wasn't doing this either, but we're going to hire you, and then we're going to find somebody, let's say you, move you out of here, move you in, and in the credit department, put you there. Okay, we are indeed increasing my costs a fair bit. 17 guard? Nah. 18 credits. You're hired. And that goes in there. All right. Even better total loanage that I can make right now. Total loanage? More like total ownage. Ha ha! I am a bank after all. I like owning things. Okay. We can send our troops to go and collect a house. Sure, I'll possess the house. I'm an evil bank manager. And I'll go ahead and lend out a little bit of money at pretty high interest rates, sell some civilian goods, maybe loan out another one. I mean, 5.8% in one turn, it's pretty good. Let's see. Do we want to invest more in the destruction of England? I could use a little bit of extra cash. Let's go ahead and sell a few extra weapons like so. There we go. And move on to the next turn. Well, something just paid off pretty nicely. And another war begins against France. I don't know who's declaring these wars. Either Brittany has decided they can just conquer the world, or France and England are idiots. I don't know. All I know is it's hilarious because they're getting stomped on. Let's go ahead and make some more money. Invest gold? Sure. I'll get another house. Absolutely. Can I invest here? No. Okay. Moving on. We haven't even been making weapons for a bit. Let's go ahead and make a whole mess of crossbows. I really should open up my another country. Ooh, that's a pretty good fur manufacturing works, though. Sell some civilian goods. All right. I should be investing in other countries, but why bother when there's so many good options here? Next turn. Oh, another IMF thing. Well, I'm not going to be buying this one, since I have basically no money. And there was no way in heck I was going to spend 136 gold for a 3% share anyway. Not even worth. Don't insult me. 5.4% chance. Yeah, we'll do that one. Sell some more civilian goods, make a good hunk of money. Holy crud, we're doing well. This is on hard difficulty. Maybe I should have played on ultra hard. Let's see, making 19 furniture per turn, 175 paintings. I like that we have a quota for this. It's not like we're actually, we don't actually have an art school. We have an art factory. We are mass producing the art. I'm mostly mass producing the crud out of the furs, though. I could really use some more farms, diversify my income a little bit more, you know what I mean? Stonecutter camp is the best I can do at the moment, though. Sculptures, but meh. Let's go ahead and get that. We have no goods to sell right now. That's all fine. What did we take off of England? We took Wales. We're going to freaking conquer the British Isles by the end of this. Look at Brittany go. This is fun. This is fun. All right, next turn. And some loans matured. 5%, 6.7. I mean, yeah, I'd make the loans. Why not? I mean, I could loan out to other players, but they're not going to be able to beat 5%. That's solid, man. Let's see. Another logger's hut, more housing. I would like to get that farm. That would require selling some more weapons and stuff, though. I think I could afford to do that. Let's go ahead and sell some of those, some of them, some of you, and sell. How much did I need? Was it 30,000 or 20-something? 24. Perfect. Buy the farm. Hooray! I want to make sure we are actually producing some agriculture, though. Okay, we have 163 grain at the moment. That doesn't feel like a lot. Let's sell some of those off. So let's take a look at the farms real quick. 0 per year. Cost of sowing is 279. See, this is confusing to me because it looks like I need grain in order to do this, but that's not how it works. It should be gold, right? Wait. Is that how farms work? Do I need to actually have some wheat in order to plant it? I don't think so. It's not abundantly clear to me, though. Let's buy another farm. Because why the heck not? No more loans that I can make? Well, I don't think that's entirely true. I'm sure I can find some sucker. Let's go ahead and invest a few thousand in Berkeley's. Perfect. We're going to end this video here, but we are doing A-OK. I am in number 1. I am in first place already, and it's only turn 62. You better believe I'm buying the planet. I'm an excellent bank manager. Evil, yes, but an excellent one. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then I ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.